If you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Light on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. We're here with Dr. Darlyne Haan. Real quick, I would just want to say, there's some very intelligent DJs who probably get mad when they listen to my show, because I always take digs at DJs being dumb or limited. And this is what I want to say. Just what I said before about failing 40%
Yes.
of the people who are in your charge. There are all different types of people who listen to the show. And see, this is why I do it. They may not have had the opportunities that I've had. And to be honest, I've been transparent with you. When it comes to science, I consider myself to honestly be extremely slow. But I feel by being self-deprecating and saying there's a lot that I don't understand, if somebody is listening to the show and they may not understand, and so I ask somebody to explain it slowly in a way that anybody could understand, you know what I mean? It makes them feel, oh, well, you know what?
Yes.
He's the host of the show, and he's asking this person to break it down in a way that he would understand too. You know, it makes you feel like, okay, we're all learning together.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the reason why I do it. But when it comes to math, what I know about advanced math could fit in a really teeny tiny cup.
Yeah, but I think it might have been just how it was presented to you. I think we all have math ability. I think we all, I think we all can do it. It's just the approach that was taken. And I just had some really great teachers.
Okay.
And I tell people, and I should tell my kids too, and I math kicked my butt. It really did. It kicked my butt. But I persevered. I had really great teachers who took the time to explain it to me in multiple modalities so that I could get it. But unfortunately, we don't see that as often as we should be seeing it in education, because there's these things called pacing guides, and teachers feel this pressure to hit this pacing guide, when I think, we need to say, okay, we have a pacing guide, but I have kids who aren't getting it, and I need to deviate a little bit to make sure that they get it.
Right.
And it's just a lot, but we need to make sure that all kids learn, and there's no such thing as those are special education kids, so they're not my kids. I'm the gen ed teacher, and those are multilingual kids, and so that's their kids. No, those kids are everyone's kids, and everyone who's in that classroom is responsible for the teaching and the learning of that student.
So, I think I may have asked you this before, but I'll ask you again. Give me a piece of advice for someone like me who honestly loves the concept of science, but I said this before, when I look at this, if you ask me how the cell phone works, I would probably tell you, well, there's a little leprechaun in there that does all this magical, like for somebody who's really, 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 really challenged by science or math, what should be their first step?
I think it's just realizing that, number one, I think the biggest step is to acknowledge that it's an area that challenges you, right? So that'll help reduce the frustration. And then the second thing
I should start a program.
Yeah. And I think
my name is Raymond, I'm a science dunce.
No, we want to have positive words. But I think you also made a really great point when you said you asked someone to explain it to you, right? So, but in order for that to happen in schools, that relationship between the teacher and the student has to exist. For that student to feel comfortable enough to say, can you explain it to me another way? And you have to have a teacher who's patient enough and understanding enough to realize that is a great thing, that the kids are asking you, can you explain it? Right? So I think it's just to acknowledge what you have done is where you are, and then to know, okay, I need you to explain it to me again, and can you show it to me how to do it? Because then it works.
It worked.
Because you have such aha moments, and when you're in a classroom and you see that student with that aha moment when they got it, it's the best feeling in the world.
Okay. Rest in peace, Mr. Panico. He tried.
He tried.
He we did after school. To my parents' credit, they never punished me for not getting it. And I think that would have really, that might have changed my whole outlook on learning. Because I love to learn.
Yeah.
I'm pushing 60. I'm pushing 60, but I love to learn something new every day. But for whatever reason. But my problems with math are not going to be solved today.
Well, not today, but
Here's a question.
Okay.
One thing revolving around math that and science that I did want, and since we're here during the holiday season, my dad, to his credit, when I was little, bought me an abacus, which was the least played with Christmas present. I literally played with my socks more than I did the abacus. Because it was like, this is all to do?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
You know, and then he would get me a globe. You know, when I was, 6, 7, 8, the globe was cute, okay, so he got me a big, copy of the world, I guess. But as I got older and I started taking geography, and knew, like what kind of agriculture they have in Russia, and where the Nile, I could find the Nile in Egypt and everything like that. The globe became a little bit cooler.
Okay.
Because I'm amazed how many adults can't find Egypt on a globe.
Yeah, or find a state in the U.S.
Well, I'm trying to be nice. So here we are in 2025. If you have a child and I also want to say this, the one gift I did want science related was a chemistry set, but my mother and father in their infinite wisdom knew there were just too many experiments I wanted to try that involved acid. So they probably did right by me by not getting the chemistry set, so I wouldn't look like I was in shop class when I hold my fingers up. Ray put up 5. Well, here's 3 and what's left of the other 2. That's math!
There you go, you see there? That's funny.
So, that being the case, here we are in 2025. If I have a child who's like 10, 11 years old, and they have a yearning for science, or what would be a good gift to look at for them?
Okay, well, you're asking a person who doesn't believe that everything needs to be purchased, right? So, and I believe that, and I know that science is in everything that we do, right? So it could be, there are a lot of things out there that the kids can purchase on the school, on educational companies' websites where you can buy a lot of things, but because I grew up without a lot of money and only with my mom, so I didn't get those opportunities, right, to have all of those things that can be purchased. So, science is everywhere. It can be taking raisins and water with baking soda in it and call it dancing raisins, right? And you can, and now you're talking about buoyancy, you're talking about bubbles, and what made the raisin float. You have balloons where you can blow up a balloon, have a string, and see how long it takes the balloon to get from one end to the other. Now you're talking about Newton's laws. So you don't have to go out and buy these expensive kits, right? It can be sciences right in your house. But I think if you're looking for something, I will go to educational company sites and see what science things that they have for STEM. But you don't have to purchase everything.
You see, we're on the same page again, because what I'm hearing you say is take a half hour out of your day
And spend it with your child.
and spend it with your child doing what they like to do.
Yeah.
But I'll give you $1 million idea, and I'll only charge you 50 cents. You should write a book or continue a series, even with maybe with your son or grandson or something, where you guys are actually doing cheap or inexpensive experiments that are kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like Bill Nye and you know all that kind of stuff. I think and even better yet, do a series geared toward parents because I think a lot of times the parents are the forgotten people in the equation.
Yeah.
I learned about star charting after dinner when it would get dark before we went to bed.
Yeah.
My dad would take me out, and this was before light pollution, and we look up in the sky and you say, that's Earth's major and that's Earth. I don't think he really knew, but...
Hey, but he was in giving you interest, making you interested, yeah.
But I was, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's just, and that's what I think, well, not what I think, is what I know Max is about. All the science that Max does is with everyday materials.
Right.
Everything is everyday materials. You don't have to go and purchase one thing. Maybe you have to purchase raisins when we're doing something with raisins, right? Or, I mean, it could be something as simple as taking a walk with your child and looking at the different shapes of leaves and understanding that each type of tree has a different type of leaf. Right? Then you can start learning about that. You can
I was blown away when I realized it was more than one kind of rock. I'm like, it's a rock.
Yes, exactly. Right?
Is it a sedimentary rock?
Right. And like right now, in this gorgeous time of the year, leaves are turning color. Why are the leaves turning color? Why are some leaves red? Why are some leaves yellow? Why are some leaves brown and they just die off? So there's so much that you can really do. Look at the clouds. The clouds, like the different type of clouds there are. You know what I'm saying? And the different levels of the clouds that there are. It's just, it's just a lot of things that you can do that you don't need to buy. Just spend an hour with your child and look at the world around you and then start talking about it and then take them to the library, right? Take them to the library and let's find books on them and let's read it so you can increase their interest in science. You don't have to go and spend $500 and $300 or $100 on a gift when you go outside and science is your world. Science is right there.
Okay, all right. I still would have been a dangerous man with chemistry.
Yes, I think you would have been. Chemistry is my love, right? Because that was my first degree. My undergraduate degree is chemistry.
I picture myself with the Bunsen burner and the tubes with the smoke coming out of it. Oh, man. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Light right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. We're here with Dr. Darlyne Haan. How can people find you, dear?
Yeah, they can go. There's two places. It's Neighborhood Dash. You have to have the dash there. So it's neighborhood-science.com.
Right.
That's where you can find all the videos I've ever created, the science videos that I've created for that, for kids, where you can find where Max is housed. I also have a series now that's also finding the science in movies. That's on there as well, and it comes with a teacher's guide and everything. And then there's another one for educators also if you want to get a lot of professional development or workshop, see some of those videos that I do because I consult all over the world. And that's at www.brainbasedscience.com, one word. And so that's how you can find me, and you can contact me through there.
Okay. I'm going to put you on the spot again. You said the new Max video drops December 1st.
December 1st, yes.
Well, we have a segment called, well, we could do this via Zoom. We have a segment called the New Music and Art Seminar.
Okay.
So I definitely would like to have you back when the new cartoon drops to discuss that.
And I also sing, thank you, in Max, in the newest one.
I did not know you sang.
I'm not a singer, okay? But I sing for the
you
sake
do
of the
T.I.
kids.
stuff?
No, this is I sing, yeah.
Okay.
So a very good friend of mine is helping me match the lyrics with the words. Dear friend of mine. And so, but I have changed Max a little bit. So in the beginning, we do a science song.
If Albie Short can sing, you can sing anything.
It's all for the kids. I'll look foolish for the kids. It's all good.
It's all good. Listen, you're listening to The Light right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. I want to thank my guest, Dr. Darlyne Haan, my previous guest via video, Joe Molyneux, and Bruce Weeks from the city of Atlantic City. Tomorrow we have Maureen Rowan, the new state assembly person, scheduled to come in, and since it's Thanksgiving week, I hope she brings some mashed potatoes or something like that for us to eat. You've been listening to The Light, powered by AtlanticCityFocus.com. We're going to end today on another Schoolhouse Rock song. This is I Got Six right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. And thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow at 8. Thank you so much.
Oh, Raymond, thank you for always supporting me.